Hi, wives and future wives. I just want to encourage you to click the affiliate Amazon link in my bio. There you can find books that are going to help you on your wifehood journey. I'm telling you, it's going to help change your mindset. It's going to help you on your femininity journey as well. Listen, click the link and get those books so you can soar and thrive on your quest to being the wife God has called you to be. Because remember, the wife is not just a married woman under the law, but she is a mindset. God bless. Hi, wives and future wives. I want to talk about what therapy has taught me. So I had a Christian therapist a few years ago. And then recently I had another Christian therapist, but it was only for a few sessions because the church that I had attended was giving out free therapy sessions. And I was like, oh, cool. So I went and I learned a lot from her. And I want to tell you about my just experience. I am someone that I love help. I love advice. I will pay for therapy. I will pay for a mentorship. I will pay for a class, a course, whatever. I will pay for whatever it is that I'm interested in that I feel like is going to help me to be who God has called me to be and get to the next level.
Help me. Help me.
And there are a lot of Black women out there who have many issues from childhood and just a lot of issues, and we need to get that right because we don't want to bring a lot of problems into our marriage. We don't want to bring so much baggage. Now, I'm not saying that therapy is going to cure you, but what I am saying is that there are some things that you can do to prepare yourself for marriage and being a wife, and one of those things is, getting therapy. And so I am completely for therapy. And I just want to tell you some of the things that I learned from therapy because it really did help me. One of the things I learned was plan your day. So when I was doing therapy this year, that was one of the last sessions I had. And she told me to plan your day because I was feeling very overwhelmed, doing things with the kids, trying to keep my house in order, YouTube channel, all these different things. And one of the things she said was plan your day. Every day, write a list of all the things you want to get accomplished. And then try to accomplish those things. Check it off the list. Another thing she said was don't try to do everything. You may have this super long list. Not everything is for today. You can roll some of that stuff over to tomorrow. So don't think that you have to be perfect and you have to be superwoman in that instance where, okay, I have all these things to do, so I'm gonna have to check all these things off. Just do what you can do. And the thing she said that I loved was celebrate the wins, what you did do. Celebrate what you did do. So when you check something off, even if it's one or two things, right? Because depending on the season of life you're in, you just may not be able to do everything. But once you check something off, celebrate it. Be happy about it. Be excited about it. Okay? Celebrate it. And that was another thing. She said, celebrate your wins. That was another thing that she said that I learned in therapy. Celebrate your wins. Sometimes we are so focused on what we're not doing right.
You can't win.
Sometimes we are so focused on the bad. Oh, I didn't do this today. Oh, I didn't do that today. Oh, I overate. Oh, I overslept. Oh, I did this or did that. Or I watched this. Or I shouldn't have done that. Or I shouldn't have said that or whatever. And it's just like we're so focused on maybe one or two things that we didn't do well. Meanwhile, we had a great productive day, but we can't focus on that because our brains are weirdly wired to just focus on the negative. It's like you could have a YouTube video and everything in that video, all the comments are great and positive, and there's one negative comment, you're like, no, why? And it's just like, why? Why focus? Why are we so wired as human beings to focus on the negative? And so celebrate the win. Celebrate that you went to the gym and you worked out. Celebrate the fact that you took a walk. Celebrate the fact that you made dinner and you put it on the table and that your family enjoyed it. Celebrate the fact that you did the laundry. Like, just celebrate that fact that you did something. Celebrate your wins and don't be so hard on yourself, because I'm telling you, and this is another tip that I'll tell you later, but a lot of times when you take a look at your day, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be like, wow, I actually did more good than bad. So celebrate those wins. Thing was a gratitude journal. So the gratitude journal is supposed to help you feel gratitude. You have a journal just for gratituding, gratituding, just for feeling good and being thankful. And you just write down everything you're thankful. I'm thankful for my mom. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for my kids. I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful for Jesus. I'm thankful for another day. I'm thankful for transportation. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for this YouTube channel. I'm thankful for my subscribers. I'm thankful, like whatever it is, just say thank you. Because as I said before, sometimes we can focus on what we don't have or what's not going on. Or I need to do this, I need to do that, or I don't have this, or I don't have that, or I don't look like her and she don't look like me. And it's just like, just be thankful for what God is giving you. Goodness. Sometimes I'm like, God is just like, oh, here we go. All the good stuff child, at least you alive. God is like, all the stuff I give you and you still complaining. So what I'm saying is, have a gratitude journal. That definitely helped me out a lot. And I actually prayer journal, and I add it to my prayer journal now. So I always have a spot where I say what I'm thankful for, and I write that down. And I'm telling you, when you start having gratitude, that's why the Bible says to always give thanks, because gratitude is a depression killer. You can't be depressed when you're just thanking God all day, when you're thankful, when you're joyful, when you're happy. You can't be down in the dumps when you're happy to be alive, or you're happy about certain things. It's so funny because we'll see some people from different countries, and it seems like they don't have everything that we have in this country, but they seem to be so happy. And it's like, how are you happy and you barely have any running water? But they're able to find the joy in some things. And sometimes when you have access, it makes you feel like you don't have enough, weirdly. So get a gratitude journal, and maybe that will help you, because it definitely helped me when I was starting to look at all the things. I'm like, wow, I have like over 20 things or over 10 things on here. And there's so much for me to be thankful for. Don't sit around moping around. Don't let depression steal your day. Remember, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But God said, Jesus said, I have life. I've come to give you life and life more abundantly. Another thing she said was to leave the good for the great. Leave the good for the great, meaning there would be times where I would do things and I felt like I had to do it. But when I did certain things that I felt like I had to do, it ended up not being good in the end, because the intent and the motive was good, but it wasn't what I needed to do. What I needed to do was make sure I was back at home on time so my husband can get to work on time.
Oh, my fearing whiskies. I'm late.
Instead, I'm sitting here talking to people in the grocery store or wherever I'm at, right? And I'm feeling like I need to talk to this person, or I need to encourage this person, or I need to tell this person about God, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. Meanwhile, my husband needs to go to work. And so I'm late, and he's like, sometimes this literally happened. I would come home one time and he's like, girl, I gotta go to work. Why? You cannot be doing this. And so it's just like, sometimes it's good what we desire to do, but it's not great. What's great is my husband going to work so we can have money so that I can get groceries and go on trips and things like that. So leave the good for the great. It might feel good, it might seem good, but it's not really great. What is great, what is really something you need to be focusing on, is honoring your commitment to your husband and getting out of the grocery store talking to people so you can be there on time, so he can go make some money for you so you guys can have a place to live.
Exactly.
So I hope you understand that. Don't focus on things that you feel are good. There's something that someone told me from my church was like, the Bible says, don't let your good be spoken of evil. So you could be doing some great thing. You could be doing some things in your mind that are good, but it's not great because people are going to see that as bad. There's no wisdom behind what you're doing. You know, it's like, does she really need to be doing that? Or should she really have done that? We have to have wisdom behind the things, because not everything that is good is God. That's a book by John Bevere. I have not read that book. I still want to read that book. But we're living in a culture that makes it feel like everything that is called good is really good or is God. And God is not behind everything that's called good. And your emotions and your feelings and your desires and your thoughts are not always something God is calling you to do. Just because it seems good doesn't mean it's God. So she said, leave the good for the great. And the last thing she told me, and I'm telling you, this helped me one time. This has helped me a lot of times when I've done this, is reflect on your day. So make a list. Make a list of all the things that you did good that day. And if you want to, you can make a list of the things that you didn't do good that day, right? And look at it. And you will be surprised. The times that I have done this, I was having a pity party. I was literally having a pity party. And then I thought about that advice she gave me. So I made a list of, okay, this is what I did good today. This is what I did bad today. When I tell you, child, honey,
sugar honey iced tea.
when I tell you that the list for the good was way better than the bad, and it's like the spirit of depression was trying to come on me. Immediately it disappeared when I saw that list. Because I'm like, I am over here sad about this one thing. And when I tell you I did a whole bunch of stuff. That was good. I was productive today. I was not lazy. I was motivated. I spent time with the Lord. I'm like, sometimes when I make that list about the good things I've done, I can't even fit everything on the paper because sometimes I run out because I'm like, wow, it's so much. I did a lot of good things. So again, for some reason, I read this in like a science book or something, but for some reason, we're wired as humans to focus on the negativity. It could be one or two things that we did or didn't do or something happened, and we're just focused on that, and we don't focus on all the good that we did. And I'm telling you, when you focus on the good, that is going to make up, and you're going to be, for the bad, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, wow, let me stop moping around because I had me a good day. So anyways, those are the things, the top things that I learned when I was in therapy that really helped me and I still take with me today. And so I want to encourage you to go get therapy, a Christian therapist specifically. If you're Christian, I mean, if you're not, then, but the channel is Proverbs 31 University. But no, seriously. Get the therapy, get the help that you need. Because one thing about therapy is like it helps you uncover things that you didn't even know were there, or explanations for why you do what you do or why you're wired the way you are. I remember this one therapist that I had, the therapist that I had this year, she was saying, she was giving me a personality test, and it helped me to understand that some of the things that I'm doing is not because of spiritual warfare or because of this or that. It's just the personality that God has given me. God has given me this personality, and that is what it is. And so how do I navigate this personality? How do I navigate who God has called me to be, who he made me, right? So anyways, go get that therapy, girl. Change your life. More content updates coming very, very soon. God bless.